In this video we'll see the connection to the Voicebox Season 1-2, Step Relay and PANP keys. We'll see each part separately and then all together. We'll start from the PANP keys, how they work and then how to connect them. This is one device, but in fact it's two devices in one, because it has a lamp inside and the push button. Here I have 12 volts DC, plus and minus. The lamp is on these two contacts and it just lights up when powered. The lamp will work both ways, plus and minus. If you reverse, it will still work. So the lamp has nothing to do with the button. Lamp is on these two terminals. If you put power inside, the lamp will light on. This is a digital multimeter. I'll set this on this function. This one. With this function it will just beep when I touch these two together. So for the push button I have three terminals. They are marked C and O and C. C stands for common contact. Then NC stands for normally closed. In fact, digital multimeter beeps between C and NC. If I push the button, it stops beeping. So normally closed means this. Normally it is closed, it conducts electricity. When I push, it will switch open. And O is the opposite. Between C common and NO normally open. Normally it does not conduct. If I push, it will conduct electricity. So now we know how this device works. We'll use these two terminals for the lamp and C and NO for the push button. We will not use NC. So this push button will work. While you press down, it will make electricity flow. When you release, it will stop. If we want a toggle action, alternate action, one press to switch on, one press to switch off, and this is the function we want for the power key. This part is not sufficient. We use this one. This is called Step Relay. It has 4 terminals. You see 6 holes, but only these 2, 2nd and 5th, are not used. If you have a closer look, you have screws only on 1st, 3rd, 4th and 6th. This will transform a push button like this into a toggle button, alternate action on off. So it's marked somewhere, okay. On central terminals is marked A1, A2. This is the relay coil. Then we have 1 and 2 on the external ones. And that is called the contact of the relay. So let's get power supply again. And 2 wires. It works like this. When you feed power into the coil, which is central terminals, A1, A2, it will do a clack. Each time you feed power, it will do one more clack. And on the external terminals, you will get a toggle action switch. I show you with the multimeter. So it's not beeping, the switch is open, but it receives a pulse. Now it's closed and it beeps. Another pulse and it's open. Closed, open. So this is the device we need to transform the power button from toggle action to on-off. So let's see online on the ideegeniali website. You have a connection scheme for PANP buttons to the step relay. Here on the PANP keys product page, there is this electrical scheme, and these are the connection we're going to do. Power supply here, and the power button here. So we go with power supply into these two on the step relay, and with the minus on the command of all the PANP keys. So let's start doing this. Take some red and black wire. Okay, if you've got this, it helps. Or you can just put them on and solder, and then it's shrinkable tubing. I'll use this. So we will connect all the C, which is here on the right, together, and to the power supply minus. So basically we'll go like this. This is too long, so I'll cut this 3 times. Doing. So this will go to negative pole, and common of the PANP keys will be connected to negative. This is all the C common terminals together between them and to the negative pole on the battery. Alright. Then we do one terminal of the lamps. So we need a lot of jumpers. So we are connecting positive to the lamps, one end of the lamps. This is not connected to positive of the battery, but to a switched positive, and it will be switched from the step relay. So positive from battery goes here. When this switch is closed, it will go to the lamps. This power key will just light up. The other will be powered on the plus side and will be lighted up or not from the voice box. I forgot one connection here on the negative line, which is the power lamp. Has the negative always connected to the battery. So the other pole of the lamp is connected always to negative of battery. So we've done these connections here from positive out of battery to step relay 1 and 2. And then it exits here, red wires to all one side of the lamps. And we've done this other connection, negative of the battery to the common of the 4 keys and also to the other pole of the power button lamp. So this can wire down here to the common and battery negative, and also to the lamp is here, black wire. This will go to the battery, then comes to all the common black wire and also one to the lamp. Red wire from the battery here on top, upper here, and nothing more, like this. It's here. Positive from battery, goes there and there. And then there's one more wire here from power key, normally open, to relay coil. Don't use red or black wire, use another color. I'll use green. So normally open is here, marked NO. With this connection done, the power key will already work. So let's check it. We connect power supply and you have one push and will go on, one push and will go off, one on, one off. Step relay will when this one is on, also this red line here is powered. When it's off, it's not powered also for the other lamps. Now the voice box comes in the plate. To access the screw terminals of the voice box, must remove these wires. And it opens. Be careful not to bend these pins. Now you have access to the screw terminals. Power is here, plus 12 volts, and plus 12 must be connected to positive power supply. GND to ground, or negative pole. So we put a black wire into GND. Do a short wire to connect both plus 12 and plus 12 volts. So plus 12 and plus 12 volts, and this is GND. This is power to the voice box. If you connect this to the battery, it is always powered on. But we connect this to this line here, which is powered on and off by the power key. As shown here, this is Voicebox. It has two power input for the plus 12 volts and one minus input. Minus is always connected to the battery. Plus is not connected directly to the battery. Plus power supply input of the Voicebox is connected to this line, which is switched from the step relay. So I'm mounting everything here on my desk, but these wires must be longer than this if you mount them on the car. So this is the switched plus 12 line. I'll connect the Voicebox here as well. So it gets powered on and off from the power key. And the other one directly to the battery. So, since we connected the Voicebox to the switched line, it will get on when the power key is used. Let's check this. Power button. And the Voicebox will light up. Power button and will shut off. Now, the ideegeniali Voicebox is capable of handling the PANP keys and their light for A and P keys. It has on this side, it's called push buttons. It's marked P and A and the TMF, which we're not going to use today. Pin and A are connected to the normally open pin of the P and A buttons. This is power, auto, normal, pursuit, or PANP. P, A and P. So it's A and P. A and P, push buttons, is 3 wires to connect to the normally open, to check if the buttons are pushed, and the Voicebox will switch from one function to the other. Voicebox is also capable of driving these lamps, and here it says external lamps drive. It can drive 7 external lamps, 4 are in the countdown, the other 3 are here. They are marked L1, L2, L3, L4 for lamp 1, lamp 2, lamp 3, lamp 4 on the countdown, and then LA, LN, LP, LP, lamp for auto, lamp for normal, and lamp for pursuit, which has these lamps here. So it's 3 more wires from here to the lamps. So it's 6 wires, 3 to drive the lamps and 3 to read push button status. And it's 6 wires from Voicebox to lamps and buttons on the PANP keys, marked LA, LN, LP and ANP. Use another color for these 6 wires. Not to get confused, we use green here, we'll use another color here. I'm working here on my desk. I'll use short wires, but these 6 wires go from Voicebox to PANP keys, can be longer. I'll use like blue, blue white striped. So I have 6 wires here. 3 are blue and 3 are blue-white. I'll use striped blue for the push buttons. Which are on this side. It says push buttons P and A. These wires will be longer for a car installation, from PANP keys to Voicebox. This is P, so it's PA and P, and goes to push button, so it's an O contact, normally open. Of the pursuit key. Then we have another one for normal. On the NO contact of the normal key. Push buttons P and A. A is the second one, power, auto, normal, pursuit, auto. On the normally open contact. So, with this connection, Voicebox is capable of sensing push button pressure. We can check this. This is power button, on and off. Let's go on. It's auto, normal, pursuit. Now it's normal. If I push auto, goes to auto. If I push normal, goes to normal. If I push pursuit, goes to pursuit. It lights up internal lamps. Voicebox can also light up external lamps. For this we need 3 more wires. Let's switch it off. So I'll connect also these other 3 wires for driving the lamps inside these keys. So it's LP, LN, LA. LP is lamp for pursuit. This is switched GND, power output. So this is pursuit lamp. One side is a positive 12 volts on this line. The other side goes to the voice box, the other lamp hole goes to LP, lamp pursuit, and the same goes for these other two lamps. So we have the second lamp output for lamp normal, LN, here. Goes to the other pole of the lamp. And finally, LA goes to the other pole of the lamp. As shown on the ideegeniali website, on the PANP keys website, we follow these schematics: step relay for PANP keys and voicebox. We did these other 6 connections here. We used white striped blue for these 3 connections to NO on the keys, and blue solid for these 3 connections to the lamps, to the voicebox lamp outputs. Now it should work. I'll put the other relay on the voicebox. Alright. We have connected together to power supply, step relay for PANP keys and voicebox, and we have the power key to switch all on and off. We switch it on, we will do the power sequence, and then light up the normal switch. Then you can use auto normal pursuit switch to change function. And VoiceBox will also light up the keys, the light in the keys, and power will switch it off. Thanks for watching, that was all. If you have any doubts, please refer always to the scheme. The schematic, find it on ideegeniali.it website on the PANP keys page. Thanks for watching and have a nice build.